We're in the future, everybody. Our first PS5 review for the first PS5 exclusive.
Demon Souls?
No, that's a remake.
Spider-Man Miles Morales?
That's cross-platform.
Astrobot?
That's a demo, but it's a really good demo. No, we're talking about Returnal, the most recent video game to make journalists question, do they suck at video games? Returnal is the latest game by Housemarque, and we're not going to sit here and lie to you and pretend that we've played Nex Machina or Matterfall, because we haven't. And according to Housemarque, you didn't either.
Meet Celine, an astronaut stranded on an alien world so creepy and botanical it would make H.R. Giger and Ridley Scott horny. With no hope of salvaging your crashed vessel, you set out to explore the environment to discover the secret of the White Shadow, the signal that drew you here in the first place. Also known as Science Fiction Movie Plot 12 Subtype B. As you explore room after room of monsters, you pick up new weapons and artifacts to boost your stats and abilities, but only one weapon can be held at a time. What do you think this is, Doom? Eventually, you're gonna die. Getting shot, falling in a pit, getting laser beamed from one of these assholes, but most likely it'll be one of these rocket drones from Area 3. And learn that Returnal is a roguelike, baby! Time to start over with garbage gear and no loot, but this time it's plot relevant.
That's right. Just like Hades, your repeated dying is acknowledged. There's some spooky, wibbly-wobbly alien shit going on, including a 20th century astronaut and an octopus plush toy. No, really, that's in the game. But the real question is, will it be explained? Is that spoilers? The non-spoilers answer is, I don't know. And the spoilers version is, I really don't know. Returnal runs are pretty long, like 2 to 3 hours long. And even if you're just sprinting through areas while killing as few enemies as possible, you'll still be burdened with being unable to save and quit your run. Now, it might be fine to put the console in rest mode and grab a 2 for $25 at Applebee's, but Returnal really likes to get patched and just wipe your run from that patch overnight.
Roguelites balance a very delicate risk versus reward. Returnal has plenty of opportunities for risk, but not really many chances for rewards. Challenge rooms with multiple waves including large brawling enemies, optional side rooms that could spawn large brawling enemies, and warp gates that could hold anything. Even a large brawling enemy! But rarely were any significant rewards provided. The artifacts are relatively weak, and sometimes the most you could hope for is an increase in proficiency, which just lets you find a higher level gun, something you would get for free when you move to the next area.
Let's talk about guns! Guns have one of the few things that carry over between runs. Each one has unlockable perks that do anything from the most mundane, shoot this gun faster, to a demonic portal opens up and laser beams fly out of it. If you're just starting out and want to know which guns are butts, take a look at this! This gun is bad because if you miss, you can't shoot until you get a ticket from the DMV lady and wait in another line. These guns are good because they automatically kill enemies for you, and everything else is like a pistol or a shotgun and basic trash.
No, we're doing the video right now, Mark. I'll talk about the controller, don't worry. Yes, okay, fine, I'll do it right now. As a PS5 game, we're contractually obligated to talk about the PS5 controller. The new haptic feedback feature is cool and all, but it feels more like I'm playing Ratchet & Clank on Adderall using a Fisher-Price toy full of Pop Rocks. Yeah, if I wanted to feel the rain while I played video games, I'd just play them outside. In the rain.
It's just so immersive!
It's hard to describe the minute level of detail and the vibrations it gives. Did anyone play 1-2 Switch and do the how many balls are in the controller box minigame? No, of course not. That game is dumb as shit. Well, I mean, it's like that, but better. What about adaptive triggers?
Adaptive triggers are dope. To aim down sights, you pull the left trigger, but just a little bit, not too much. If you pull it all the way, you do an alternate fire. It's like 2 triggers for the price of 1. Hi, Missing Collectible here for the adaptive trigger. If you call right now, we'll double your order. That's 2 triggers for just 2 easy payments of $39.99. But you have to call in the next 30 minutes, otherwise we're pushing a patch that deletes your save. For the most part, the trophies are your bog standard affair of just completing the game, getting a secret ending, and a few miscellaneous ones that should happen without much extra effort.
Returnal is divided into 6 areas, with the first 3 areas being a set that need to be completed in one session, and the second 3 areas being a second set. After the second set is completed, you'll need to run back to each of the areas to collect a specific item and trigger the secret ending.
And that'll get you all but the last 6 trophies. For those, you need to go after the RNG collectibles.
They're pretty awful, like the pachinko machine in Mario Sunshine awful. It's like the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 awful. 2017 Cleveland Browns awful. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from the NES awful. E.T. for the Atari 2600 awful. Hide your children from these collectibles awful. They should be kept in a secret prison on the moon awful. They're the #1 target on the FBI's most—
What he's trying to say is they aren't guaranteed, and there are 2 main flavors. Scout logs have unfixed spawns in fixed rooms, and glowing graffiti have guaranteed spawns but in unguaranteed rooms. Makes sense, right? Dozens of hours after all bosses and both endings are complete, you'll still find yourself running through room after room, area after area, looking for these little glowing fucks. The RNG has been improved for these collectibles twice, and they're still a nightmare.
Peter, do we even recommend this game?
Hold on, let me check the script. Maybe? Look, this game isn't breaking any new ground. It got a pretty cool story, and if your brand new PS5 is gathering dust because nothing is coming out for it, then this is a good purchase. But if you're looking for your next roguelite hit, this ain't it. Throwing in the RNG collectibles. And this isn't a fun platinum either. But you know what? I kinda recommend it. Like, I'm into it. Give me a weird time-loopy alien planet, and I'm in.
You just don't want to be able to see the if you want to be able to, maybe. It's so immersive! Stop, please stop. It's just coming from the side so deliberately. This is the best way to play games out in the rain. I literally can't keep my ride open because the water keeps hitting me directly in the eye. There's no other way to play. It's so immersive. Wait, I'm like, oh, stop. It's so cold.